Hello, my name is Pastor Ben Miller from Bumpville Bible Church, and I would like to ask you, why do the 8 Baptist distinctives matter now? You might think, oh, that's an interesting question, and that's the question I'm posing to you. Why do they matter now? And all this video is today is a short video to introduce what we're going to be doing Friday evenings, starting next week. Fridays at 4, I'll be releasing one video that talks about one of these 8 Baptist distinctives. And basically what we're looking at is what you should know, why you should know what you believe and why for such a time as this. And that's what we're looking at today. So this is just a quick promo because I want to ask this too. I do believe, I want to ask you this question, and just take a moment and see how many of you can get them all right in the comment section. I want you to put this in the comment section. Do you even know what the 8 Baptist distinctives are? Can you name them off the top of your head? Now I'm going to encourage you that this video is not just for Baptists. I think you'll be amazed how many other Christians believe, most of, or in agreement almost completely, if not entirely, with the 8 Baptist distinctives. Now, why, again, does it matter? Now, because, see, you have to understand something. Now is when what you believe matters most. It's in times of difficulty and trial that we need people who know what they believe, why they believe, and are not afraid to take a stand on what they believe. One example, I'm going to give you 2 examples. One example I think is really good is Winston Churchill, World War II. Right? Why was he such successful a leader? He was one of the few people really in Britain or in the West at that time who knew what he believed, knew what he was fighting, knew why he was fighting, and he was able to help people understand what they were fighting for and why it mattered most. And that's what made him such a great leader at such a difficult time. Another one I put forward to you is C.S. Lewis. Again, during World War II, C.S. Lewis also went on the radio and he spoke about Christianity and he spoke about different things. He knew why and what he believed. And of course, the beauty of C.S. Lewis is he was such a gifted artist with the English language. He was so gifted at making his points. But that's what we need now, both in the church and in our nation. We need people who know what they believe and are not afraid to speak out on what they believe and to do so in a clear way. But do you know what you believe? Do you know what the Bible says about things? And that's what we're going to take a look at. You know, because Baptists get a bad rap, because when we think about the Baptist distinctives, I'm going to help you out. You might be surprised to find out what isn't a Baptist distinctive, like King James only, or what kind of music you listen to. Those things aren't Baptist, or dispensationalism and pre-rapture. Did you know that those aren't marks? Those aren't what makes Baptist Baptist? So again, can you name the 8 Baptist distinctives? And finally, just what do the distinctives deal with? You'll find that the 8 Baptist distinctives deal primarily with 1, freedom, secondly, authority, and third, the church community. And those are things those are questions we should be asking right now. What role, in fact, did you know Baptists played a very important role in the creation of the First Amendment of the United States? Did you know Baptists were really one of the first forerunners of accepting the idea of separation of church and state? You're like, well, why does that matter now? Oh, it matters a lot. Now's a great time when we can say, wait a minute, all you who talked about separation of church and state, now the government's saying you can't have church till we say it's safe. Wait a minute. There's this whole thing about separation of church and state that you want to pull out whenever we want to do anything. You know, what does separation of church and state really mean? And does it apply to some of the things we see going on in our world right now? And so those will be questions and topics we'll be diving in and looking at. So join me in the coming weeks as we take a look at the 8 Baptist distinctives. Until then, this is Pastor Miller. Till next time, live long and prosper.